What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Sekuyileso sikhathi futhi it's a Wednesday afternoon, 6 o'clock, isikhathi se-Performance Coner. Uyalazi udaba. Shout out to Vodacom for giving us airtime ukuthi to air this. Performance Coner niyazi ngihlezi ngiphasela ama-artists adope answephu namhlanje ngiphethe uFezekile. Kodwa mina ngimazi umfundo.
Sawubona bhuti wami njani?
Kuhamba kanjani? Mina ngizokubiza ngomfundo. How you doing, my G?
I'm good, brother, I'm good. Sanibonani nonke enibukelile njengamanje. Yeah, unjani wena bhuti wami?
Good, dog. I'm dope. I'm chill, bro. Like I just go like umbuzo waboqala. Ngizongena straight to umbuzo. Mina ngikwazi umfundo. How super umfundo so uFezekile. The transaction?
So the transaction actually happened Cape Town. So vele igama lami uFezekile vele.
Yeah.
Mfundo is also igama lami. I've got a lot of names actually. But yeah, eKapa when I started making music, I was going as uFazi D and Hookmaster and Onassis, which is another name of mine, and Coach. So I had 4 different aliases, and eventually when I did leave the Cape Town scene and I felt like, you know, let me go to Ekoli.
Yeah.
When I got to Ekoli, I didn't want to go by 4 different aliases anymore. I was like, all these 4 different aliases that encompass a personality yami.
Yeah.
Who do they make? They make me. They make uFezekile.
The original copy.
So I was like, I felt that I was ready to take ownership of igama lami with correlation to a trade yam. So I was like, okay, no, let me rebrand one last time, get uFezekile.
Yeah, man, maybe we should talk about that. I mean, like, as an artist, that's the hardest thing to do, to choose what your stage name is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an artist going through, I tried being a rapper, but I was like, yeah, I got over it, you know, but like,
Tell my buzz.
Rap gladiator, take out the fake MC eliminator. But you go through a whole lot of like transitions and whatever, and then eventually you find the good success. I mean, which I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
You had to merge the aliases together, and you went back to the original name, which is in the ID and stuff, you know, which is dope, you know. Well, I think Nozago did. Uzago use this surname.
Yeah.
I always admire my artists to do that, bro.
Yeah, it's very important to not mess up, especially when you're still learning the trade and you're still learning your sound. It's very important not to mess up and get it conflicting to who you are. So for example, eKapa, I was still going through a lot of changes as a man and as a human being in general, and those changes were, you could find them in my different sounds of the music. So I had to make sure each each alias basically spoke to a specific sound, so that I don't taint the audience, the target market that I also have there. And then eventually from there on in, it was like, I need to bring all of these people now into one and combine it, the target market, which I'm very thankful that I did, because in fact what I ended up finding happening is that I ended up getting a completely new target market, because now it was a thing of like, now I'm actually being my genuine self at every single time I'm making them.
So it's almost like the completion of the circle and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Like you're saying, these people came together. Who is uFezekile? Would we be able to answer that? Or,
yeah, well,
I know it's a tough question, but like it's also an easy question. It just depends on how you look at it.
Well, uFezekile first and foremost is just, you know, Umchito Pumalane 4275, the gates. I like to call it 427 vibe.
Yeah.
The gates, Margate, Ramsgate. Grew up here. Ngazalwa eMlazi, but esekhaya la South Coast.
Yeah.
I've grown up here. This is my place. I'm a musician. I'm a businessman. A friend, a brother, a lover, a grandchild, etc. So, yeah, it's just who I am. I have a company called Honest Decibels Entertainment Group. I have True Reform Productions. I have quite a few, and then I'm also a funeral undertaker as well. So it's just quite a few just things that I do in my life. But yeah.
All right, man.
uFezekile is just
You said a lot there. Like I want to break it down, bro. Let's just talk about uFezekile. Ozalwe eMlazi, and then grew up in the South Coast. Like in the South Coast, where did you go to primary school? Primary school, where? High school, and because those are the things that kind of form who you are. So maybe you can just give us a little background. Okay. You know.
All right. So just to give like a brief overview, just so then I can kind of like shout out.
It's South Coast. We shout it out to everywhere. Yeah.
So born in Mlazi, lived there a very short time. Came to Margate, lived. That's pretty much where I started growing up and being conscious of everything that's happening South Coast in my life. Gaqala Birchington, so that's Manaba, and then from there on in moved to Etu, where I've basically that's home.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ngaya Emage Primary, Tiny Tots crash, I guess, for those who really care about the crash.
Yeah.
But Margate Primary, I think a lot of people can relate them. Push-ups in high school.
Warriors. Shout out to all the warriors out there. You're a warrior.
I'm a warrior. Played a lot of sports, first team sports, prefect, ECL. And just that's where I got my foundation, basically.
Okay, so now uFezekile, Shiley Margate's primary school, Shiley Purchipton High. Now also you get to Cape Town. So you know what I mean? You're in Cape Town now, things are happening. How does the music thing happen, my brother?
So I actually went to music has always been something I always wanted to do, but I remember just it not being an option, like coming up in an African family is just like nope, especially with family members that are already in music who are just saying no, do not go into music. So from there on in it was just like a battle. So then I had to go and choose my second favorite thing, which was sports. Nakhona it was like touch and go, but then I went and studied sports, went to UWC, was always surrounded there, did a lot of things that I can't speak about on camera. And then from there on in, I moved from, because I got to Cape, like the thing is when people say they get to Cape Town, you thinking ocean,
downtown,
I was in the rough,
like the boogies of Cape Town.
I was in the I don't want to say the colored gassies, but I was in the really rough. Like I was in Bella, Delft, then Belleville. Finally got to Belleville, and then from Belleville, that's where I got my foundation of what Cape Town actually really is before getting to the pretty side of Cape Town. When I got to the pretty side of Cape Town, I interacted with a lot of people. And then from there on in, I got inspired. That's where my love came back from music, and it drifted away from sports. Although I still have a huge love of sports and the business in sports, it's still, my love just got reignited in music once again. When in 2015, 2016 is when I finally recorded for the first time. I've been writing music since 2008, 2007, but I was doing freestyles, whack freestyles, but since 2004. So I've always had just this love for music, but 2016 is when it really actually just...
The craziest thing for me, bro, because like I know you since you're like a baby, you're like a toddler, like your mom and my mom were friends or whatever. So that's the first time I heard that you sing, dog. Like, mom sends me like a WhatsApp message, like, and she's sending me a hip hop song. I'm like, why is mom doing this? And then like, uFezekile, who's uFezekile, and then mom would look, Inganega mom pets, and she sends me like another message. I'm like, oh, he sings now. Like, when did he grow up?
Did you enjoy the song?
It was a dope song, but like me and hip hop.
Terrible.
me and hip hop, we have like a love and hate relationship. So when I heard the song, like I was going through the hate with the hip hop because like a whole lot of things in the market were like hip hop musician cards.
Yeah.
And I'm still like old school and whatever. So
Yeah.
I listened to it. I was like, no, he's dope. But like, clapping sounds of moves off, you know. But I was just shocked. It was my mom sent it to me, and like, I was like, no, she's still keeping the connection going.
No, it was terrible. Like, guys, like my old catalog, listen to it, but like it was very much like compared to what it is now. Like you can hear like I think that's the thing I love about my growth the most is that you can actually hear it in the music from day one to what it is now, to what it will be next year, to what it will be. Like you hear the growth at every stage, and it's very encapsulating as well.
Yeah, there's a song you're probably gonna perform today, "All Grown Up."
Yeah.
Like when I heard that song, I was like, okay, I can relate to this. It's like, almost like I'm all grown up, you know, like it's
time to make money.
It's time to make money.
Marriage time. There's properties. There's things that
it's
are
clunky.
coming in. It's
So, dog, you're an artist, but you're also an exec. You know, I don't know if we should start talking about this now. Noma, we give it a break. And then we talk about the business side of things, you know. Or maybe let me just do one question, and then we're gonna break it up. But it's a very important subject, you know. You're an exec, you're also an artist. How do you merge the two, you know?
It was a tough thing for a long time. For a long time, luckily I had a good exec team helping me out, where when it was time for me to be the artist, they could bear the load, and when they needed to be artists, I could bear the load and all that stuff. So we could balance each other out, and we found that balance. But now I've got, as I said, like this album that I'm doing is called All Grown Up. I'm not saying it's a retirement album of any, like it's nowhere close.
You can retire and come back again.
You know what I mean? Jay-Z did it, but like
Jordan did it.
It's genuinely, it is an album where it's just basically just kind of like stipulating what, you know, at this point for me, the most important thing is I've got 25 artists that I have to take care of, that I have to make sure that they're eating, that I have to make sure they can pay rent every month, that I have to make sure that they're good, they're never struggling. It's not they don't turn around one day and they're like, uFezekile angikhokelanga. You know what I mean? What they earn,
I almost said some names of some record companies.
You see what I mean? So for me, the main priority is those artists. So for me, balancing that out was 2020 gave me the chance to be able to say, you know what, let me do as many songs as I can now because of lockdown that I'm going to put in this album, and then I'm going to chill for a bit because once again, I've got 25 artists that I have to take care of.
So you're just paying your dues with the album.
I'm just paying my dues.
I love that. I love that. I want to get into the business side of things, but like we need to give them, the viewers, a chance to breathe, and then we get to the business side of things. But right now, Ozonkai Performance, All Grown Up, I know is part of the track list. Ozonkai, and on the first part of the performance, what are the songs that you're gonna do? And maybe we can just talk about the songs, you know.
Shucks. Let me think of the set list. Well, I know it, like when I'm performing it, but track one, if I'm not mistaken. Let me put the first three tracks. So the first three tracks, I know there's Always Think of You, which is a song that I recently released. Go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it. Stream it every day. Stream it as much as you can. Even if you're in the office, play it at a low volume. Just keep it streaming. Just get some
headphones on. Jamming to the music.
That one speaks of the ambition that I have to basically grow this place, and how toxic actually my ambition is to grow the South Coast. It's ruthless. It's a ruthless ambition where I'm willing to literally, like, there's so many creatives in the South Coast that I just want to just blow up, like, that are so talented, and I really want this place to be the new Atlanta, the new Toronto, the new Brooklyn, the new Mufftown, whatever. It speaks to that.
Let me just stop you there, bro. Like, you're gonna carry on, but I love what you just saying there, because that's what this whole platform is about. It's about, like, bringing up East South Coast, because East South Coast is underrated. A lot of people say it as a holiday town, but like there's so much talent.
There's a lot.
So I love what you said there. So I thought I should stop you, but you can carry on.
And then another song that's there, I know that one is following there. It's Friendly Message. I can't really go into detail about that because, just legal issues. What inspired that, so we can speak maybe.
Can I talk about, because I heard the song, can I speak about the song?
Yeah.
I think the message there, you're talking about like, if any message, you're just giving a warning or what's accept.
Like, just do your work.
It's South Coast, the stress and less,
just do your work. Like, don't try and do too much. If we're working together, we're working together. If you said you're gonna do something.
Yeah.
Like, don't fall off. Don't. So that's what Friendly Message basically deals with. I can't remember what my opening track is actually. Like, I know it's dope. Like, I know I love it. I'm just trying to remember, because I get different. Like, I do different sets for each show. Because one thing I hate as a spectator of a show is having watched the same. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, but like, for example, in December, there was a specific artist that I saw like 10 times in that December period, and the set was exactly the same. I was just like, I hate that. So I mix up the orders. I change it. Sometimes I perform with the band. Sometimes I don't. So track one, I actually don't know what I open with right now. But man, you'll hear it. It's a really dope song.
No worries.
Green Light.
Green light.
You
didn't send me that one, so that's why.
No. I didn't send you that one.
It's fine.
It got released earlier this year. Actually, it was the first song I released from the album that's coming up, and it speaks to the tone of the album, where it's just like, it's self-explanatory. It's green light. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Open the gate.
It's time to just go through.
Yeah, you know man. We're going to talk about the gatekeepers too when we come back. But for now, let's go to the markets, and then we'll be back with the performance called uFezekile.
Thank you.
Ready to enjoy the best of the internet for free? No data? No problem. Search for jobs and make CVs with ConnectU. Go to connectu.vodacom.co.za or the My Vodacom app. Vodacom.
All right, you guys ready? First song I got for you is called Green Light. Like the song's self-explanatory. You're going to hear it. I want everyone though to just wave their hands. Ekai. Let's get into it.
Been waiting for that green light. Alright, for my whole life. Waiting for when time's right. Been waiting for that green light. Alright, sick of waiting, fuck it, I'ma go and get mine. See, I've been on the wrong side for too long. I've been on the wrong side. I've been on the wrong side for too long. Yeah, waiting for that green light. Some of my niggas are dead. He ends up passing, so nothing has changed except Fuzzy has gotten some dreads. If one of them niggas came back down to earth, they'd be hacked after nothing I said. Fuck it, I'm grown, I need land, and no home can be raised, no kids being read. Need me a family address. Need a new Benz, space for legs. Need a new bed, one with no springs. I promise my niggas that I'll be the nigga that own the business and get us some figures, achieve with ambitions and ghetto conditions. So been waiting for that green light. Alright, for my whole life. Waiting for when time's right. Been waiting for that green light. Alright, sick of waiting, fuck it, I'ma go and get mine. See, I've been on the wrong side for too long. I've been on the wrong side. I've been on the wrong side for too long. Hey, waiting for that green light. Hell nah, ain't no time for rest now. Hey now, gotta be the best now. Too long, I've been going too strong. Cool off, I gotta get my sweat out. Way back when niggas still use 8 tracks, I was laid back, so over time I paid that. I'll take that. My mama couldn't pay back, so wait fam, I gotta find my way back. Green light, waiting for replies. Won't do it no more, they can deny this fuzzy this time. I'm chasing salvation, I can decline. So when I recline, just know it's uFezekile's design. Rewind, freeze time, fuck it, I'm going in. 28 in the band,
man. Way too much life I've been through, all the shit I've been through, they don't know who I am. Tired of coming up last, been waiting for that green light. Alright, for my whole life, waiting for when time's right.
Been waiting for that green light, all night. Sick of waiting, fuck it, I'ma go and get mine. See, I've been on the wrong side for too long. I've been on the wrong side, I've been on the wrong side too long. Yeah, waiting for that green light,
yeah. Alright. Track number two. Track number two is quite, well, that's the latest song I've released. Go stream it. It's called Always Think of You. Go stream it. It's out on all platforms. Let's get into it. Shout out to Snake Beats from the South Coast. South Coast, we rising.
Can't stop it, I'm tripping, I'm bugging all day.
Yeah.
Dark skies, clear nights. Always think of you, what I'm supposed to do. I ain't got a clue. Always think of you. Man, I always think of you. Okay, one day, emancipate myself from all these mistakes. So many songs could've dropped mixtapes. Songs but you never run out in first place. Who you talking about? My ambition, the way I'm thinking. I left the city to build my district. You thought the vision, nigga on a mission. I repeat words, nigga, homie, words of power. Let it manifest. I'm tryna advance, homie. Hustle, but my God had other plans for me. Might just be a martyr for his plans, homie. God knows I done passed up on some bands, homie.
Yeah.
Can't stop it, I'm tripping, I'm bugging all day. Dark skies, clear nights. Always think of you, what I'm supposed to do. I ain't got a clue. Always think of you. Man, I always think of you.
Man, I always think of you. South Coast, this is a love letter to you. Alright, track number 3 is called Friendly Message, aka They Know. That's it. Nah, that's all I can say. Let's get into it. Yeah. Shout out to Snake Beats once again.
Sunny days I wake up to the blue sea. Last night I passed out while watching movies. Think to myself how the coast could use me. Too self-conscious about how my home views me. I know nothing ever got built up while in defense mode. They know something's gotta give, my niggas gotta grow. This a friendly message from your CEO.
Yeah.
Something's gotta give, my niggas gotta grow. Niggas got complacent after seeing dope. I don't know if it's just me, but niggas slow. Paper stacking ain't a mission anymore. Shit is bugging with my spirit and my flow. Too focused on back end, no one in front line. I gotta step in, but only this one time. Feeling it stretch, yeah, niggas needed to watch mine. I needed to step up. I I'm needing those punchlines, nigga. I'm covering this lifeline, nigga. Stop fucking with my time, nigga. You soldiers with mob ties, nigga. Be showing this lifetime, nigga. Stop chasing lifestyle, nigga. Wave a goodbye, bye, nigga. It's time to get your shine, nigga. Ay. Sunny days I wake up to the blue sea. Last night I passed out while watching movies. Think to myself how the coast could use me. Too self-conscious about how my home views me. Views me. I know. Nothing ever got built up while in defense mode. They know. Something's gotta give, my niggas gotta grow. This a friendly message from your CEO. Something's gotta give, my niggas gotta grow. Niggas got complacent after seeing dough. Might be me, but I've been craving this shit more. They know. Something's gotta give, my niggas gotta go.
Got it. Yo, I need you guys to jump. Jump at home.
My niggas gotta go. I know. Something's gotta give, my niggas gotta grow.
Gotta grow, got to grow, you got to grow, you got to grow. Right.
Next level. So we sound next level.
Welcome back to the show. It's your boy, your match sticks with the KX. Wow, brother man, that was a sick ass performance, bro. Like I love the energy, but like specifically, friendly message, dog. Ekabali message. Utshela bani ubalo umtshela indaba zakhe.
It's to whom it may concern. So Ubani, whoever feels they need to take up what the message is,
Yeah.
they take up the message. You know?
That's such like an artist. I'm an artist that plays a pendula. Like they always give like the spunuwas. Nah, it's chill, bro. I get it. Like it's part of the music industry. Sometimes you send your messages out through the music.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's a form of expression. It's sometimes, you know, for example, whoever it was initially written for, if there was anyone that it was initially written for,
Yeah.
it's that time is obviously gone and whatever, and all of that is sorted hypothetically. So it's sorted hypothetically. So what it is now is just a matter of just like the music now. It's just genuinely just the music now.
Yeah, man. We've seen the artist on the on the performance. Let's get to the business side of things, man. You an exec. Can you just talk about that? Like, because not many people can say, they distribute music, you know?
Yeah.
Like, can you just talk about that? I know it's hard to keep it brief, but like, can you just,
What would you like to know though? Like,
well, I mean, like what as a distributor,
Yes.
like what is your job to the artist maybe, you know? If I come as uFezekile to Honest Decibels, you see, this, I want to be part of the Honest Decibels.
Yeah.
You guys, then what do you guys do for me? I know music industry is very broad and whatever. That specific distribution side of things, can you maybe just explain it so maybe other artists can understand? Because there's so many phases. There's the recording phase, there's the whatever phase, and then there's the distribution phase.
Yeah.
Maybe just enlighten us on the distribution side of things.
okay, just to keep it on the distribution side, it's so multifaceted and multi-tiered and all that stuff. So I'm going to try and just, I like analogies, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to use specific brands and all that stuff.
Well, you could.
Okay,
bro.
let's
Like,
say
it's okay,
let's
it's
say
okay,
I'm a
it's okay, yeah.
let's say you are
Maybe was cocktail. You can use. Go ahead. Bro.
okay. So let's say you're Kellogg's, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're Kellogg's, and each of your songs is cornflakes, Rice Krispies, vanilla, etc., right?
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
come to me, Pick and Pay, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to say, I need shelf space. for each of my products, for each of my songs. I'm going to say, okay, cool, I'm willing to take on your products and I'm going to sell it for this price and you're going to get this amount of cut, etc., 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 right? That's some deals, obviously, wholesale-wise. Other deals, wholesale-wise, obviously, we know that the wholesaler actually buys it from the Kellogg's. But let's just say in this situation
It's
where
an individual coming up.
it's an individual coming up.
Yeah.
So it's like, actually, you know what? We're going to bring you on, and instead of you being Kellogg's, we're going to convert you into a Pick and Pay brand.
Yeah.
Right? So like how Clicks will have Soil, and then they will have, I forgot the Clicks Soil company, where it's exclusively for Clicks, but then Soil will still get its percentages. So it's that kind of thing where it's like, you'll bring your song to me, and the song we're going to then sell it. We're going to speak with you. We're going to negotiate with you at every single stage, and we're going to negotiate when do you want it. When initially do you want it out? We don't feel that it should come out that time because of A, B, and C. What do you think? Yes, no, cool. Yes, sharp, let's move forward. No, okay, cool. Let's then try and find a way how we're going to get the best kind of sale for your product since you want it at that time, etc., etc., etc. So it's just a percentage game. Publishing in any format is just person signing over temporarily their rights, and then they're getting royalties for it. And yeah, we very, very kind. Like we double we double the best publishing company you can probably find a deal with. We probably double what we offer there in terms of royalties. So yeah,
I know many artists are watching right now, and this is the parts that screws most artists up because they don't understand the business side of things. And it's a show on its own. I'm glad ukuthi ungenile kancane kuyona, but like I really think ukuthi we need to do a show where we break everything down. In Durban they're doing it. They have like in July they have the music workshop. So my artists need to go and listen to those workshops and whatever, because at the end of the day, people get screwed over if they're not smart enough, and it happens. It's the industry, right? It's the industry, Ram. You've been busy, dog. Lockdown happened, and you were busy. Tell me about lockdown, like whoopies, lockdown, the gatekeepers. How was that brought about, and yeah.
Well, without going into too much detail, because obviously just legalities and all that stuff. So the Gatekeepers is a show that that's the first show off of my other company called True Reform Productions, and that deals with just trying to speak to the South Coast creatives and just celebrating them, giving them their flowers, whether it's the actual creative themselves, or whether it's the contributor financially, or whether it's whatever, like even the supporter, where we basically engage with the creative industry within the South Coast, and we give them their flowers before they blow up and they go wherever, you know what I mean? Because it gets tougher to get them. I mean, season 2, we've basically got everyone that's outside of South Coast, but from the South Coast.
Maybe you can mention a few people you had on the show.
I can't. I've had you.
Yeah.
I've had you. I've had.
You've had Uqintu.
I have had Uqintu. Amazing artists.
Amazing artists. Actually, like we've kept this art for so long. We haven't paid him. I think we need to pay him some kind of.
You can't pay for that one though. That one's mine.
That's yours. Yeah. You had Uqintu. You had Frankie.
Yeah, I had Frank. I had Stoner. I've had TM. Yo, like the list is actually endless. I'm trying to go through. We've had a lot. Just go check out Gatekeepers. Just go check out. There's been a lot of people. Like our episode was actually the longest.
The longest on the thingy. My director's going crazy right now. It's like, you're taking too long. Maybe before we get to this problem. Let's talk about Netflix, bro. Deal with Netflix. Blood and Water. How is that, bro? Like that's huge, bro. Like I mean, that's international numbers. Talk about that, bro. And just talk about what it did for the company.
For the company, well, it did a lot for the company. I mean, we've got an artist right now who, in February, I do want to go. Quite a few artists actually, but specifically this one in February, I do want to go and apply for a plaque for him. I'm not going to say which plaque just yet, just so then we don't get numbers confused. or
Yeah, I
anything,
saw an interview
because-
about that recently, and somebody was complaining about
because
that.
it gets complicated when it comes down to you having so many international sales, and then sales here, and then sales digitally via streams, and do they count as South African streams if they come through the ZA network or so? But I do want to apply for a plaque.
Apparently, you're supposed to get a certificate now for that.
No, you are.
Because
But
some guy I saw some video on social media. Some guy he's like a whistleblower. He was going on about that. People are having plaques, but like they don't have certificates. For
no,
them. Like, what's
I
going
mean
on?
the plaque is just basic. It's like saying, I won the Olympics, I've got the medal. The medal is just the fancy part. Like, technically, you're actually supposed to have it
You
written.
need to do the 100
It has
meters
to-
and win.
Yeah, and it has to be written down in the
Okay,
records that
okay,
you
I
want.
get it,
So
I get it.
that's the whole application process, and then you can claim the plaque for yourself, and then you can get the plaque. So yeah, I do want to. It's going to be quite a tough one to determine, because so many of the sales were international, but. South African wise, we do also believe that he's very deserving of that specific plaque we want as well. It's a very, very, very good plaque that we want.
No,
So it did a lot. Blood and Water did a lot.
Shout out,
and
Raj.
thank you to Netflix. Thank you to Gambit Films. Thank you to just like every single person that streamed Blood and Water. Thank you to everyone that streamed the music. Even like just how it was. I mean, I can't go into details, but it was different music companies, even like, and they could actually like work together, which was very like it was a breath
Shout
of
out
fresh
to your sister too, man. Like
Shout out
if
to
we could have her
Nosipho.
on the show, we'd
Shout
have her, but she's
out.
so busy. I mean, Blood and Water is doing mad numbers, bro. Like all over the.
I mean, as soon as you can get hold of her,
Yeah.
let her know that she has a brother.
Dude, like, I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying, bro. I'm
joking.
not even
I'm joking.
trying.
She's actually gonna kill me for that. I'm joking. Like, I'll call
man.
you today.
Yeah, but shout outs. Like we're in the same grade as her, and she's always been like a hard worker and whatever.
Yeah.
Performance number 2, bro. I just thought of it. But
Hey,
like, let's
God.
get back to the business. The reason why you're here, bro. Like, performance number 2, ngiphatheleni.
I got an old song. Well, not an old song. A song from my previous album last year. It's called 427 Vibe. I'm closing out with that one. I've got a song called King.
Yeah.
Love that song. It's also off the new album.
It sounds like my type of song.
It's epic.
Yeah.
I've got a brief hook just to introduce another song called Code of Conduct, which speaks to anyone that's trying to come down to the South Coast and work in the creative industry here. There's a certain code of conduct, a certain just rules that you just have to abide by. And then, like, what was the other one? There's another one I'm opening with.
Code of conduct in Uganda, because like I'm from the South Coast, and I know the code of conduct as a South Coast, but I also know the entertainment industry is very messed up and stuff, but like there's always a code of conduct. There's like a guy code and whatever, but like
you've got to have a code of conduct in any industry. The thing that actually differentiates, I was actually having this conversation earlier on with my boy Ulenge. Guys, go check out Rewind, Replay, by the way, Replay, Rewind. And I was just checking, and I was having this conversation with him, and it was where we were discussing the thing about unions. Like, South Africa has no actual proper unions for these creative industries, and that's why people can get screwed over. Whereas in a lot of progressive arts countries, they have proper unions, and so it's up to us as people within that industry, in that area, to actually like make sure that we have this code of conduct, that anything that comes into the South Coast, it has to rotate within the South Coast first before it goes out. Anything that comes into Joburg has to rotate within Joburg before it goes out. You know what I mean? That's what grew Mufftown.
That's do it the Jewish way. You know what I mean?
That's what like, you know what I mean?
Man.
And the problem is every time I feel like cash or resources or whatever comes in to whoever, it first goes out, and that's why the industry doesn't grow in South Africa.
And then it comes back in as tourism money, but
exactly,
it's not tourism
but it's
money.
not tourism money. It's actually the money we just spent, whereas it's like proper tourism money supposed to come in.
Cool, man. We could talk the whole day,
We
but
could,
like,
we really could.
bruh, socials. This kid's socials.
All right. So let's start. uFezekile, pretty much Twitter, Facebook, anyway. uFezekile, Instagram, uFezekile, Twitter @Fezekile Dumisa, and then go check out Honest Decibels. Like you Google Honest Decibels, or you go on the website honestdecibels.com, or you do whatever, anything Honest Decibels, you'll find it. The Gatekeepers podcast. It's very important for you to say the Gatekeepers podcast. Gatekeepers podcast Reform on Instagram, and yeah, True Reform Productions.
Yeah, man.
And then there's many other things, but like I can't go into all of them.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
I do not want to talk about that.
All right, my nigga. Let's just go to the break, and then we'll be back with the second part of the performance. Much love.
Ready to enjoy the best of the internet for free? No data, no problem. Search for jobs and make CVs with ConnectU. Go to connectu.vodacom.co.za or the My Vodacom app. Vodacom.
All right. So track number 4 tonight is called All Grown Up. It's literally off the album titled All Grown Up. So I need everyone to listen to this song. I'm pretty sure you can relate to it. If you are a person who is not a 2000, this song is for you. It's by Dala Manch. Let's get in. Yeah. Oh, nah.
I think this one might just go and do it for real. So how that feel? Boss so hard, no deal. Starving for every damn meal. Built this from dirt that for real. I put my niggas through bills. They about to cash out a meal. Stress out them popping some pills. Now they popping paying bills. Back when your boy had no skills. Fake that my flows leaving chills. I'm the nigga, I can feel it, my nigga. Your niggas feel it, but you can't conceal it. Try to mute me out, but I only got bigger. Way more love, but I'm trying to stay centered. Pad and pen, that's my God given present. Elevated to a whole new God level. Suit up nigga, I be feeling like Reverend. R.I.P. to my niggas in heaven. Please can the all rest in peace. Let them know fuzzy a beast. Feeding these raps to the streets. King of the South taking beats. I told my mama really, this album we gonna eat. Trust me, I know that I played. That's why we never gon' see it. Undefeated, catching my breath, I think y'all gon' need it. Always get bread like some parking meters. I heard my straps from some old Adidas. Coming back to retail, couldn't seek it. Give me 2 years, I could probably beat it. I take no price, it don't sound like recess. Y'all had no faith, I had mine in Jesus. All grown up, I went to pay like a bitch. I took a shot in the mist. All grown up, I went through struggles and shit. Now they keep checking the list. All grown up, I think I'm about to get rich. All grown up, and then you got me like this. Think by the time I get some kids. All grown up, fuzzy just all grown up. Fuzzy just all grown up. All grown up, fuzzy just all grown up. Fuzzy just all grown up. All grown up. Man, we all grown up, man, we all grow up, goddamn. Man, we all grown up, man, we all grow up, goddamn. Grown up, too busy picking sofas. I'm getting gifts like toasters. I stepped in stewing loafers. No more living with roaches or checking mail for notice. My woman wants some daughters. I'm old, I need composure. Goddamn, I'ma need a couple millies. I'ma need a couple bands for me. I'ma need to blow the city. Need more guap, added responsibilities. Teachers want me, I just laugh when you look at me. Always hustling, always drained on my energy. Got few friends, but a nation of enemies. When you see me, I be looking like Kennedy. Top off, swag dripping like it's on paper. Proud of the streets that we came from. Beat on my chest like I'm King Kong. Ooh, wait. Coolin' since I was just 8. Wasn't obsessed with no grades. R.I.P. mama away. First introduced me to stage. I'm really sad that she late. How many lessons she gave? How many women that brave? How many dashes she made? How many lives did it save? How many legends she raised? How many came from the gates? All grown up, I went through pain like a bitch. I took a shot and it missed. All grown up, I went through struggles and shit. Now they keep checking the list. All grown up, I think I'm about to get hitched. I think I'm about to get rich. All grown up, never knew life be like this. Think by the time I get some kids. All grown up, fuzzy just all grown up. Fuzzy just all grown up. All grown up, fuzzy just all grown up. Fuzzy just all grown up. Man, we all grown up, man, we all grow up, goddamn. Man, we all grown up, man, we all grow up, goddamn. I went through pain like a bitch. How took a shot and they missed. All grown up, I went through struggles and shit. Now they keep checking the list. All grown up, I think I'm about to get hitched. I think I'm about to get rich. All grown up, never knew life be like this. Think by the time I get some kids. All grown up, all grown up. I need everyone to say it with me. All grown up. One more time. All grown up. I went to pain like a bitch. I took a shot and it missed. I went through struggles and shit. Now I keep checking the list. I think I'm about to get hitched. I think I'm about to get rich. Never knew life be like this. Think by the time I get some kids. One more time. One more time. Let me do it for you. I went through pain like a bitch. I took a shot and it missed. I went through struggles and shit. Now they keep checking the list. I think I'm about to get hitched. I think I'm about to get rich. Never knew life be like this. Think by the time I get some kids, all grown up. Right. Shout out to Taking Beats. Shout out. The next song is called King. I'm just gonna give you a very brief overview around this song. This song is for anyone that feels they are a champion. Right? Hip hop, South Coast, South Africa, everyone's looking for a leader. So when they say they want a chief, you tell them, bitch, I'm a king. No chiefs here, we are kings. Let's get it. Shout out to Pop Smoke. Pioneer the sound. That sound's gonna live forever, man. Shout out to Snake Beats. South Coast, we rising. We rising right now.
Tryna do me in Atlanta, but there be snakes in the ladder. King Eleanor in the chatter. Since a young king getting banded. Don't care about my name or banners. That is for niggas that chasing the patterns. Chasing the money, I'm checking the balance. I'm looking for growth and potential. Who has it, yeah, bitch? She wanna cheat, bitch, I'm a king. All of these niggas ain't real as it seems. All of these niggas are claiming they Tony, but Tony Montana ain't nothing like me. Bitch, I'm a boss, can you not see? I'm moving different, the difference is me. Back on the coast and our niggas are working. They getting this paper while your niggas sleep. She wanna cheat, bitch, I'm a king. All of these niggas ain't real as it seems. All of these niggas are claiming they Tony, but Tony Montana ain't nothing like me. Bitch, I'm a boss, can you not see? I'm moving different, the difference is me. Back on the coast and our niggas are working. They getting this paper while your niggas sleep. LA, paid. TM, paid. TM, paid. All of my niggas get paid. Ashton, paid. Suki, paid. Lingay, paid. All of my niggas get paid. It's a new day on the gates. My niggas raising the rates. Sorry for those who are late. By the way, why you late? About the scramble for place. Me, I just create the station. I create my stage. I'm on a whole different stage. Half of these niggas won't make it, you'll see. Posing that naked already for streams. Game is too rough and you niggas too sweet. Needing more bread, you don't need to be street. Put the whole game fucking back on his knees. Now they were praising King Council Supreme. Pull up your favorite, I swear I will kill him. I'm killing my nigga, I do it for free. Bitch, I'm a king. All of these niggas ain't real as it seems. All of these niggas are claiming they Tony, but Tony Montana ain't nothing like me. Bitch, I'm a boss, can you not see? I'm moving different, the difference is me. Back on the coast and our niggas are working. They getting this paper while your niggas sleep. She wanna cheat, bitch, I'm a king. All of these niggas ain't real as it seems. All of these niggas are claiming they Tony, but Tony Montana ain't nothing like me. Bitch, I'm a boss, can you not see? I'm moving different, the difference is me. Back on the coast and our niggas are working. They getting this paper while your niggas sleep. Fuck it. She want a chief, bitch, I'm a king. Let's do it one more time. That one. She want a chief, bitch, I'm a king. All of these niggas ain't real as it seems. All of these niggas are claiming they Tony, but Tony Montana ain't nothing like me. Bitch, I'm a boss, can you not see? I'm moving different, the difference is me. Back on the coast and our niggas are working to get in this paper while y'all niggas sleep. Stop sleeping, motherfuckers. Let's get it. Alright, I'm gonna close it off with one last song, but before I close it off with 427 Vibe, which is done with Iqhibalaba Lobby and Umpilo M, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek into a song called Code of Conduct. You guys ready? I hope you guys ready. Let's get in. Yeah. Yeah. I know you're at home, but I need you to bounce for this. This for my South Coast tourists. You know what I mean? Them niggas that wanna come down to South Coast and see us, man. What we about.
Yeah.
This just
certain rules, there's a code. You follow them, you should be good.
You ready? Let's get it.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I warned you right now.
You did.
Watch your six. Watch your mouth. Them the rules of the South. We in the wild. We in the wild. Yeah, let's get it. Watch your six. Watch your mouth. Them the rules of the South. We in the wild. Yeah, we in the wild. Yeah, ready? Let's go. Some of you guys back home will know this one.
Please put my colors up and let my niggas ride. I ain't talking about no gangs, man, I'm talking about our minds, man, I'm talking about expression. Don't you see this why we write? We ain't never crack from pressure. Patient niggas, now we diamonds, my nigga, now we shine. And we never let up grind, and we always steady climbing. We fighting and we try, so that day we see the light. Let them dance up on the stage, let us take over the night. 2019 we get paid, let me tell you I'm a dread nigga, a red nigga. I'm a black man chasing bread nigga, to spread nigga, chasing paper with the dead nigga. That's my nigga, we can call him Mr. Mandela. Them Randellas got me feeling like a good fella, a hood fella. Cooked it with my nigga beef fella. Coachella, chase it like a red, we get cheddar. Umbrella, make it rain so these girls weather. Propeller, DJ, can you spin out tracks? Let us vibe to this Ubu on my back, nigga. Let the gates ride to this, tell him that I'm back. I've arrived, I'ma put us on the map, nigga. Let the gates vibe to this radio, play our tracks. Let us vibe to this Ugu on my back, nigga. Let the gates ride to this, let my niggas vibe. Back and forth to 7, 5. Please just let my niggas vibe. They depressed in the city, ain't got no pay, no job. Life ain't looking pretty, ain't got no cash for mom. Shit, ain't got no food for baby. Only option is to rob, cause shit, he don't want your pity. See, they be fucking with me, cause I walk it, talk it, always honest. Make deposits if I gotta share the pocket. Couple comments, I'ma drop him on my mama, on my papa. Electrifying like a socket. When they callin', don't ignore them. I'm enjoying champagne pouring, deep sea diving, marine driving, Ogu coasting through the night. Counting money that came honest, feeling warm like candlelight. She don't do it, but she might sing a sweet song on my mic. Have her riding on my bike. Let me tell you about my life. Cape Town City cruising, Margate Town bluesing like some Asians saying bruising. Listen to me, man, I do it, man, I wait. With my Nikes on my feet, Maxadelic double kicks, I'm so official. Got the tick, so when I swish, they just vibe to this Ugu on my back, nigga. Let the gates ride to this, tell him that I'm back. I've arrived, I'ma put us on the map, nigga. Let the gates vibe to this radio, play our tracks. Let us vibe to this Ugu on my back, nigga. Let the gates ride to this, let my niggas vibe. Back and forth to 7, 5. Please just let my niggas vibe.
What a life, what a life. I remember Kilo cooking pies. Moving between flats in the cave to survive. Now a nigga went back to the gates of my life. Thank the Father, 2K16 gone from my life. 2017 I was convinced I lost my life. 2018 got them things I worked and trust on life. 2K19 I'm too focused, stacking this shit right, yeah. Let us fight to this, yeah. Ooh, let us fight to this, yeah. I've arrived. I'ma put us on the map. Let us fight to this.
uFezekile.
Let us fight to this.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, much love. See you again next week. Performance Coner. Losoon. We are, baby. Yeah.
47.5. Shout out to Losoon, Purformance Coner. All right, I guess that's the show.